What's up, my boys? It's iBroughtATentz here, bringing the YouTube forum another impressive video showing how to achieve a great kill to death ratio while being a productive teammate. And by being a productive teammate, I mean knowing when to capture as well as knowing when to defend a flag. Now, before watching my video in its full entirety, I want to say that my sole purpose of posting videos on my channel is to help players that are struggling, the new incomers, and people who are having trouble maintaining kill streaks. Now, before I go any further, I want to say that this map isn't really that camp friendly, so what I'm going to do is pretty much pull out the SPAS-12 and pretty much rape with it. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this for all of two reasons, and the first reason being, like I said, that you can't pretty much camp on this map, unless it's, I mean, if you do, it's the most boring footage to watch. And number two, because I got a lot of haters out there saying that the only reason I'm good at this game is because I play with a campy approach. Which, you know, that's what I'm all about, but, you know, I'm going to show you that I can also rush just as good as the next guy. And I'm also going to say that I'm not using Commando, I'm actually using Steady Aim Pro. Oh, well, actually, I'm just using Steady Aim, not the Pro. But, yeah. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to be pretty much raping this map with the SPAS-12, and I'm going to show you how to shit on people while they have the C spawn and you have the A and B spawn. And as you saw, within a minute I got my entire kill streak set up just by using the SPAS, just by spawn trapping them in the little staircase on my left hand side. And I noticed that people are going to camp it, some might forget it. You know, I'm trying to see if I can, if they're going to leave, but unfortunately I don't think they do. And before I go any further, I want to say that I want to scream it out to the top of my lungs. Thanks for the 200 subscribers that I now have. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I made a video thanking my 100 subscribers, and now I'm thanking my 200 subscribers. And in this portion, I'll show you the range that the P90 has, which is pretty damn good. You know, I was pretty surprised with the range that the P90 had. And like I said, thanks to my 200 subscribers, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback, and as well as, you know, there's always going to be the few haters out there. But most of it is, like I said, 90% maybe is positive, and I want to thank you for that. You know, not being douchebags. Like I said, in real life I'm a pretty shy kid. You know, I don't really do voice commentaries, or I don't put myself out there that much. And you know, it's just a unique experience for me. You know, and anyways, I want to say that I wanted to give a shout out to a lot of people, actually, because, you know, as this channel grows, a lot of people want shout outs, I guess. So first being Brian, then being Sean, then we got Chronic Warfare, then we got what else we got Pratt, yeah, last name Pratt, and I think that's pretty much it. So there you go, everybody from JSP, I got you covered. Hopefully, you know, if I didn't, I'm sorry, there's just too many goddamn names to remember. And you know, good friends of mine. If you're not on JSP, they're good friends of mine. People I play with, very good players. They're fun to play with, fun to talk to, and they're very helpful with my editing. Thanks, like I said, Brian. And yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty much showing you how you could shit on people if you have the A and B, pretty much right now. And there's one. There's another one. You know, I was going to kill this guy in the bottom here, but unfortunately, shit sinners, whatever the hell your name is, got him. And here's another one because, like I said, the spawn system is so corrupted in this game that if you know what you're doing, like I'm trying to demonstrate here, you can pretty much spawn rape them just like I'm doing right now. And look at this. Here's another one. If you just walk back and forth, and there goes another one. Oh no, wait! And oh, I shot 2 shells into this guy, and he didn't die. How was that possible? Over the first one, you know, first shotgun shell to the back. You know, you would think, you know, he'd be collapsed, he'd be dying, but no. You know, I shoot him twice and nothing. And over here I die because, like I said, I'm gonna be pushing the spawn a lot in this game. And over here I'm running for God life, you know, trying to kill this guy. And unfortunately, the guy behind me camping gets him, which I don't want to put any fingers, but it says over here, shit sinners, cough cough, you know, thanks for the steal. And I put a shotgun shell against and it didn't register. I put in the second one, he goes into last stand. Jesus Christ, I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm doing everything effectively and it doesn't work. Oh my God, Mamma Mia, I don't know why I'm talking like an Italian. But you know, it happens. So that was my lame ass Italian impersonation. And over here I get a try to get a double. Like I said, I put 3 bullets into this guy and he didn't die. And you know, like I said, this guy, at least he didn't commando me, I guess. You know, like I said, I have nothing against commando, but you know, it feels a lot more overpowered, I guess you could say, if you have the what is it, the lightweight marathon perk, because you know, I just feel like it lunges a lot farther. I mean, and anyways, over here is a pretty good spot to camp. Unfortunately, this guy gets lucky with a throwing knife. That, or he has amazing amount of skills. And I go over here trying to kill him, you know, get my revenge kill, just because, like I said, the spawn system is so corrupted in this game. Surely enough, there he is, and boom, in the chops. You know, I go downstairs. I think I see that guy in the corner of my eye. I don't know if you noticed, but I did. You know, so I lure him upstairs, and boom! He didn't think I knew he was there, but believe me, I knew the entire time. And anyways, like I said, this is pretty much a kill horror game, and the only reason I don't play this like this the entire time is because, like I've said, I feel like this is extremely less effective than a campy approach to this game. Like, for example, I would go maybe 3 out of 10 games I'd get this kind of KD, and in 7 out of 10 I'd get the same amount of KD with the campy style approach. And so that's why I camp a lot, I guess you could say. And like I said, if you call me a camper, I'd rather be called a camper than a guy getting noob-tubed across the map or somebody getting commandoed. You know, it's just my kind of gameplay, my kind of thinking. I'm a logical thinker, so that's what I do. Over here, I get flashed, I guess, and I should have had that guy. I don't know how my bullet didn't register before that predator missile. But you know, Mario, aka Sick Beezy, you know, stole my kill. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm spitballing here. And if you guys have noticed me saying Sick Beezy Mario, it's because me and him play a lot on this game when I sign on, which is about 3 hours a game, by the way. And this guy spawns in front of me, and I shoot him down. Like I said, the spawn system is so corrupted in this match, this gameplay, this map, I guess. I throw a C4 hoping that somebody will just run into it. Unfortunately, they don't. So this guy in front of me is my lamb. What I do is I let him run in front of me because I want to see if somebody's just going to be camping upstairs, somebody's going to shoot him down. Once I know that nobody's up there, you know, I go ahead and, you know, I kill up the people he couldn't, or the person who was camping. So that's a very logical and smart approach to this game. And painkiller for the failed, you guys. I cannot believe how many people are using painkiller nowadays. And I get this guy really nicely. I was checking out my score, and he still couldn't kill me. While I was checking my score, half blind, he couldn't kill me, just because, like I said, I am that good at this game. You know, I'm not trying to size myself, you know, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. And I over here dodged 2 grenades thrown at me. I get 1, I get 2. It is what it is. So like I said, I got those 2 clips, you know, those 2 kills, I mean, and I get this third guy sleeping. I go upstairs just to find a fucking party up here. I get the 1, the 2, the 3, and you know, I see this guy, you know, go for the 4th, and I missed the shank out. I still got him. You know, I'm going upstairs again, pull out my P90, and I get lucky, no scoped. Oh my goodness, how can that kind of montage clip be ended by a lucky no scope? But you know, shit happens, you guys. And that's one of the reasons I uploaded this video, just because it has a pretty decent montage clip of me using the Spaz 12 and pretty much raining on the party upstairs, and with Spaz bullets, you know. Anyways, you guys, I'm pretty much finishing up here. So like I said, you guys, thanks for the 200 subs that I now have. It's really appreciated. And if you guys have any tips or suggestions on how to expand my YouTube channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. And like I said, you guys have been amazing. I love you all. Mario, I do hate you. I finished 200 to 118. Personally, I finished 44 to 11. This has been iBroughtATentz, signing out.